What's up, gamers? Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting and now Gaming Geeks Live. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about, if you've watched the 2025 Xbox Showcase, the game to me that sticks out the most is, obviously, I've talked about it in the past, the Blood of Dawnwalker. It is a vampire-themed medieval RPG by a new developing team called Rebel Wolves. And I feel like with this single-player, story-driven RPG, this is exactly what the AAA industry is going to need. Dark vampire RPG themed video game. Sign me up. I'm actually really stoked about this one. I enjoyed the video game Vampire. I mean, I'm not a massive dark lore fan, but this is going to be a nice, interesting twist. But as always, I have to say, if you are new here to this channel, please feel free to subscribe to it if you don't mind. That would be awesome. Maybe like the video to help us in that algorithm. And even if you don't do any of those and just watch the video, badass. Thank you so much. It really means the world to me, so I sincerely appreciate it. But again, Matt here with That's Fair Podcasting and now Gaming Geeks Live, a couple of podcasts that I run. I'm going to talk about Blood of Dawnwalker and how the 2025 Xbox Showcase had a lot of great... I felt it was an actually very successful video showcase for upcoming Xbox games. I mean, I know there's a lot of cross-platform games as far as PlayStation and Windows and whatnot, but you know, this showcase really had a lot of promise. It's kind of nice to see a showcase that gives you great games coming up. And many I'm looking forward to, but none other than the Blood of Dawnwalker. And I'm going to start with the Rebel Wolves. These are guys that are formerly developers of CD Projekt Red. And the guy that oversaw Cyberpunk 2077 and was one of the main cogs behind Witcher 3 is overseeing this specific game, Blood of Dawnwalker, with Rebel Wolves. And guys, I'm excited. You know, it's a huge open world sandbox RPG style. You know, you're playing a vampire with another moral dilemma RPG. Please sign me up. I'm down for that. Now let's start with the medieval kingdom that this game takes place in, and it is called Vale Sangora. It's a dark medieval area and found within the Carpathian Mountains. We know as far as location, that's what we're looking at with the Blood of Dawnwalker. Your protagonist, his name, I believe, is Cohen, and he's struggling with a couple of serious ailments. One is silver poisoning and also vampirism. Now, how you decide to play this vampire, completely up to you. From what I understand, you're able to, and it reminds me a lot of Vampire in the sense, in some ways, you're also able to, you know, you can use your vampirism, get stronger, or you can fight the urge and, you know, do your story and do your quest through it without, I guess, ever having to kill, from what I understand, as far as your vampire, you know, your needs as a vampire. You're obviously a Dawnwalker. I believe some of these rare limited powers during the day, full power at night, much like the vampire would be. And his journey is, it's forged strongly with a bond with his younger sister, who is sickened, and her name is Lunka, Lunka, and she's going to be a very pivotal figure in Cohen's journey on this quest. Yeah, it is fairly clear what's going on. I don't want to give away too much. I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, the story so far as what we're to expect, what they've actually revealed. There's been 2 trailers now released for it. I believe the first one was in early 2025, and then a latter trailer released during the showcase, which I'm obviously playing during this video. This is going to be an exciting game, I think. And I say that because there's going to be a moral dilemma, moral choices. You know, and if you're as excited as I am for something new, something fresh, we need a new RPG with a moral dilemma. You know, these remakes, I mean, I'm still a fan of Bethesda, but let's be honest, these remakes, man, they're tired. I'm looking forward to a remake of Fallout 3, from what I understand, or remaster, whatever. But again, Bethesda just, you know, beating that dead horse. I keep buying it so I can complain all I want, but I'm the dumbass that's going to keep forking over my money. So, hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's talk about, I believe, Brensis. He is considered to be the primary antagonist, while Cohen is the protagonist. Brensis, or Brency, is the antagonist, and he is the main vampire that is seized control of Vale Sangora, the kingdom. As you saw in the original trailer, if you haven't watched it, you'll see it on this too. He's coming in and he's making a statement with some of these medieval kingdoms taking over and basically saying, this shit's mine. And you'll see it, obviously, it's pretty awesome. But Vale Sangora is just ruled by darkness. It's just and I think it's going to be a dark setting. Rarely I think will there be a sunny day. It's going to be a lot of overcast. Literally going to be your vampirism. But it's near the Carpathian or in the Carpathian Mountains, so it's not like sunny days are massive there. But you have Brensis, his total rule of darkness, and he imposes what is supposed to be called a blood tax on residents within or around the kingdom. Literally imposing a blood tax. Very interesting. I wonder if in order to maintain a certain residential status, you've got to donate so much blood. Little intriguing. I've not heard that one. That's kind of a new one for me. So and let's be honest, the humans that are living within this kingdom, they are forced into a life of servitude under Brence's rule. Obviously, you got a king badass master vampire. I don't see a lot of farmers and residents of your average status going to be fighting this battle. This is a guy that's got kind of a vampire armada under him. So as you saw in the original trailer, all these different vampires are scattering about and just going to town on some of these people trying to kill Cohen and his sister. So it's a very interesting take. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what Rebel Wolves has with this story. The story's already shaping up to be phenomenal, so I'm looking forward to that. And again, like I said, these devs are formerly of CD Projekt Red, so to form Rebel Wolves, they're overseeing this production of a video game. I'm super duper excited. These are people that kind of left CD Projekt Red as they saw the direction it was going. As we all know, the AAA industry is being paid by different divisions to pander to a certain audience. I don't necessarily need to go into that, but we all know it's just absolute shit. Hello, Assassin's Creed Shadows, South of Midnight. I mean, we can go on and on. But anyway, there's another one too, something 9. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, not the point. She was the actress, though, that was in the Witcher series. But anyway, I don't remember what it's called. Doesn't really matter. It was total dog shit. Anyway, this is considered to be Rebel Wolves, and they're labeling this the first installment of a dark fantasy series. Yeah, you heard that right. First installment. So, guys, let's make sure this game kicks ass, because I want to see where this series leads. I mean, let's be realistic. If this is a series which they're saying it is as first installment, I'm super duper excited. And this is going to be a dark fantasy narrative sandbox-driven RPG single-player experience. What more do you want? I mean, I just started my Twitch channel. It's literally called Matt Gaming Geeks Live. Yeah, I guess you could call that a plug if you want to go check it out. I'm playing 7 Days to Die 1.0 currently right now. But anyway, even though I started a Twitch channel, I'm playing a lot of single-player games as well. So I will be anyway. I haven't yet. Right now, I'm playing multiplayer with my wife on 7 Days to Die 1.0, but I will be rocking the shit out of the Blood of Dawnwalker on my Twitch stream, so definitely. Release date. We're looking at a release date, nothing completely specific, but we do know it's in 2026. It's expected to release, obviously, on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S or X, and Windows. Looking forward to that. I'll probably buy it on the Xbox. I like to do that so my wife can play it. She's really looking forward to playing this game as well. With Blood of Dawnwalker coming out, another game by Archetype Entertainment coming out called Exodus, which I'm looking forward to. GTA 6 later next year. A lot of games coming out, man, and I'm looking forward to it. And, the Blood of Dawnwalker is right up there with those other two that I just mentioned. So I got a lot to look forward to in the gaming world. I'm really looking forward to it. And in closing, I'm super duper excited to play a dark narrative story of a vampire struggling with a moral dilemma. And the beauty of what Rebel Wolves, I think, is doing here is they're going to make it to where you're going to want to play that game at least twice all the way through, because you may want to play it as a vampire that commits to his dark urges. And then you're going to want to play it as a vampire who's struggling to not, fall to the dark urges. And, a lot of decision making, and I'm really looking forward to it. Guys, I hope you are too. I hope you're as excited as I am, because I got to tell you, sky's the limit with this video game, Rebel Wolves. I'm totally looking forward to this. Bring it on. I'm ready to go. But again, if you stuck with me this long, thank you so much. It really means the world to me that you even watched the video. Again, if you don't mind subscribing to this specific channel, That's Fair Podcasting, or my other channel, Gaming Geeks Live. And if you click the like button to send us that algorithm, give us more views, man, if you don't mind. And if you don't do any of those, like I said, you just watched the video, perfection. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And as I always say to you gamers, all love to you, and I am outro.